Welcome to Water Safety and Swimming Education for schools in rural and remote areas. Queensland schools are required to provide both water safety and swimming education for all students in Prep to Year 6. This can be challenging for schools without pools, and even more so for our rural and remote schools where a suitable water location is not easily accessible. Today we connect with two small schools that are finding innovative ways to manage their unique circumstances to provide a program. Joining us online are Tanya Doty, Principal Julaka State School, and Wendy Fergus, Principal Jullam State School. Hi, great to see you both.
Hi Jane, good to be chatting with you today.
Hi Jane, thanks for the opportunity to share our story.
Let's start by considering the context of both your schools and how this affects water safety and swimming education.
We have very similar circumstances. We're both small, rural, remote schools connected geographically by the Warrego Highway. There are no pools in our community. In fact, the nearest pool is in Miles. And because the nearest bus hire is in Miles, if we want to go to the pool, we have to pay for the bus to do 2 return trips. So bus costs are quite expensive.
That's right. And due to the drought, a lot of our families are feeling it financially. So additional travel costs and pool entry can be a real hardship. But our parents still value their children knowing how to be safe in and around diverse water locations, and we don't want any of our students to miss out. All schools without a pool, we appreciate the department's annual core funding, but we also rely on grants such as sporting schools and the department's additional grants for schools with exceptional circumstances.
How are you solving the problems you mentioned?
To solve our problems, we have intentionally collaborated our planning and implementation so that all students in Prep to Year 6 at both schools can participate in water location learning at the Miles Pool.
So in previous years, we've organised our own separate buses, but this year we have combined our students to share the cost of one bus. We also halve the impact of travel time by scheduling 10 one-hour sessions over 5 days at the pool rather than 10 individual sessions over 10 days.
And we've both been successful in gaining the Tier 1 allocation from the department's grant opportunity in addition to the core funding. And combined with our sporting schools grants, we are able to ensure that no student is financially disadvantaged in learning water safety and swimming.
Sharing bus costs and double sessions to reduce the impact of travel time, they're great ideas given your circumstances. Does your collaborative approach extend to arrangements at the pool?
It sure does, Jane. So we combine all the students as well as our rostered staff. Then we organise students based on their current water confidence and competence. So this gives us 6 groups to cater for the range of competence across all of our students.
And we use our PE teacher Campbell, our teachers, our teacher aides from both schools are involved. We also use qualified external providers as swimming instructors from Miles and Chinchilla.
How cost effective is it to use school staff as well as external providers?
Campbell, our PE teacher, has recently undertaken training to assist us with our swimming. This investment in capability building saves some costs, but it's not easy to access that kind of training out here. It also involves 2 days out of school, as well as TRS, accommodation and travel costs. If you look at the cost-benefit risk for the investment given the staff turnover situation, say if the PE teacher was to change every 2 to 3 years, that loss of a qualified staff member damages the cost-benefit ratio of the initial outlay.
It does. Also, between Julaka and Drillham, we have a combined total of 62 students, which is the equivalent of 3 large classes at the pool. So based on the CARA guidelines for this age group, we need a minimum of 3 qualified instructors. With 1 certified teacher, we still rely on the assistance of external providers.
These considerations reflect the attention you've given to meeting requirements in the CARA guidelines. Well done. What evidence do you use to group students at the pool?
To group our students, we're guided by the Progressive Skills Test in Water Safety and Swimming Education, and data from previous years gauge our students' entry-level skills.
By using the department's Water Safety and Swimming Education program, you have a focus beyond teaching swimming strokes. How supportive is the community of this approach?
Our parents are really supportive. They welcome the focus on developing the knowledge and understanding and the skills and disposition to improve our students' water safety.
Our parents think it's terrific that students are developing water safety skills along with the mastery of swimming strokes. They understand the lifelong importance of this, compared to just being taught a range of strokes and potentially not mastering any of them.
Was this a different approach for the external provider?
Definitely. External providers are usually more accustomed to developing strokes for competitive swimming, so this means continually changing their mindset, an opening of their mind to the educational purpose of schools.
That's right, Wendy. So students and parents who are interested in competitive swimming can choose to pursue that outside of the school curriculum through private training. Support of the water safety focus is of lifelong benefit to all of our students.
Yes. Having parents and external providers understand the educative purposes of the water safety and swimming education program is a terrific achievement. Now, schools have a choice to implement water safety and swimming education in HPE or through pastoral care. I understand you are both implementing through HPE. What led you to choose this pathway?
Yes, we are both leading it through HPE, and this was a deliberate decision based on our curriculum implementation and one which we believe is in the best interest of our students. So we believe in the importance of using the Australian curriculum as a clear attainment of knowledge and skills across our multi-age context. An added bonus of having Campbell as our PE teacher involved with the assessment is that he also teaches PE at Miles and Condamine State schools. So our students' assessment is moderated across all 4 schools by the same teacher.
We also implement classroom prior learning through our HPE program. In these lessons, students engage in age-appropriate content. We want our students to think critically about how they can safely respond to a range of possible emergent water safety situations and minimise the risk to themselves. Summative tasks contribute to semester reporting in the HPE learning area.
This is all a highly considered approach. What sort of community impact have you noticed?
Our approach is definitely impacting positively on 2 communities in a bigger way than if we tried to work separately.
It sure is. Our students are enjoying the lessons. They gain a sense of achievement and in a growing awareness that these skills may one day be life-saving for themselves and for others. Staff also get so much satisfaction from visible evidence of students learning and progressing. And they're also thankful for the explicit nature and guidance provided by the department's Prep to Year 10 program. It supports classroom prior learning and differentiation, which is necessary at the pool.
Sure is. The school community in both locations are very grateful that the students are getting high quality swimming and water safety education, and no one is missing out.
This has been terrific. Thank you both for sharing your story today. It's really important to share effective models of intentional collaboration like this to improve the impact of water safety and swimming education in rural and remote schools across the state. For further resources to support your implementation of water safety and swimming education, visit the department's Water Safety and Swimming Education site.